Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to the channel. I finally spotted a wild Tundra, the 2022 Tundra, dude. I've been hoping I see one soon. It's my first time seeing one in person. So a couple of weeks ago, I posted a story poll on my Instagram if I should get the new F-150 or if I should get the 2022 Tundra. And basically every single one of you guys said 22 Tundra. And I'll admit, these things look proper with wheels and tires and a little bit of a lift, dude. It's a really sick truck. But today is most likely going to be the last time you guys see the Ram on the channel because I'm more than likely going to be selling the truck today. I'm driving around to a couple of dealerships and seeing what the best offer is for my 2020 Ram Laramie right here, which I've had for now just about 2 years. I bought it in March of 2020 and we're approaching March 2022, and I'm at a point now. The main reason why I'm selling it is I've done everything to it. There's not much else I can do. I've wrapped it, lifted it, wheels, tires, amp, running board, a PA system, window tint, bed cover, MagnaFlow exhaust. I mean, there's really not much else I can do to it except like wrap it a new color, but that's fun for a short period of time, and then it's kind of just like, okay, now what? And I think it might be time to rewrap it anyways. If I were keeping it, I mean, this thing's filthy and probably pretty, yeah, it's pretty, it's got some chips here and there, so it's definitely been a little bit used and abused. But hey, I mean, the wrap did its job of protecting the paint. I'm sure if the wrap came up, the paint would be in absolutely flawless condition, which is the best part about a wrap, is it preserves the finish underneath. But anyways, yeah, today I'm gonna drive around to a couple of dealerships and see what the highest offer would be for my Ram as it sits right now. And by the way, dude, I highly recommend getting yourself a Ram if you're in the market for a new truck. I mean, this truck's been absolutely problem-free, except for like one minor issue when I first bought it, was the tailgate wouldn't line up perfectly. So sometimes it kind of like hit that little post, and then they fixed that pretty simply. Fog lamp went out along with one of the parking sensors. Loose cable, that was literally it. No drivetrain issues, nothing else. My only complaint with this truck is it's pretty bad on gas. If you drive it the way I do, I lay into it pretty good pretty much everywhere I go. It's got a Hemi, it's got the MagnaFlow exhaust. It sounds good. It's really hard to be gentle on the accelerator. So I drive this thing like a sports car. It pulls like one too, dude. Mopars are just, they're problem children, dude. They are just rowdy, dude. They're all just horsepower and they sound good. Everything, Challengers, Chargers, Rams, no matter what Dodge product you get, it's a totally different driving experience, which I love. So it sounds good. I love that part about it. But yeah, if you have a good sound coming from your truck, most likely you are driving that thing unlike a Prius. So overall, very luxurious truck too. I mean, if you want luxury, this is it, dude. A lot of attention to detail. That's my PA system right there. I have the 12-inch screen, the Alpine sound system, contrast stitching everywhere. It's a really, really nice truck. I love it. But it's time for it to go. I just sold my 2021 Silverado 1500 RST, and now it's time to sell this truck right here because I'm approaching that time. I'm about to buy a new truck. So we're about to buy a new truck, and I feel like it just doesn't make sense to have two trucks anymore. I'm not doing really anything with this truck anymore. The new truck will be on the channel before you guys know it, but with that being said, let's drive around to a couple of dealerships and see what the highest offer is for my 2020 Ram Laramie 1500 with 25,000 miles on it. Sure, they would love to have my Ram here, dude, because I don't see one Ram or a truck in sight. Some work trucks back there, but those are work trucks. It's all SUVs. The Wagoneers, Grand Cherokees. I don't think that really counts as a truck. Yeah, there's really no trucks here. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm sure they're stoked to have my my Ram. So let's see what they say. Alrighty, so $42,000 offer from TotalClick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. Which, crazy, right now they have no Dodge products. So apparently next year, the Hellcats are a no-go. V8s in general, dude, are going bye-bye. So get them while you guys can, put those things in your garage and hold them for the rest of your life because I'm sure they're going to value sometime in the future. Man, I love this truck. It sounds so good. My number one thing about this truck versus any truck I've ever had is the sound. I currently owe $39,000 for my truck, which means I technically have equity in it, which is kind of cool. I'm not upside down on it. So $42,000 offer. I owe $39,000, which means I would get about a $3,000 check. So that's pretty cool right there. But now I'm pulling up to CarMax. I feel like CarMax is always a place you have to stop at least to see what they offer, because I mean, CarMax is hit or miss. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not so great, but I mean, it's worth stopping by. It's a super quick appraisal, so. 36 grand, two-wheel drive, bench seat, 18,000 miles. 46,000, dude. First time in a 21 Bronco. This thing is sick, dude. I love it. Super clean design. Feels very Jeep-like. I feel like I'm in a Jeep right now. Window switches here on the center. I'm assuming the doors come off pretty easily. Mirrors are fixed onto the fenders. Big screen right there, big screen right there. Auxiliary switches right there, just like the Raptor. Not too shabby of a truck, but dude, 84K? Yikes. I don't know about that. Dude, it's identical to a Jeep. Average Joe wouldn't know the difference between this and this right here. They're the exact same thing. Alrighty, and just like that, coming in second place to TotalClick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, $39,000 from CarMax, and a $42,000 offer from TotalClick. Conditions assessed, okay on everything except for the wheels. They marked those as aftermarket, which I'm sure does hurt the value of the truck in their eyes. Special edition. So I'm wondering if you think it's some kind of like special edition because of the gray wrap and like the US flag decals on the fenders. I'm not too sure. So I have 1 week to reject that offer. We're off to one more dealership to see what they offer me for the Ram. 40,000 for my truck. So that puts Orange Coast at second place. It was a really quick appraisal too. They walked outside and literally looked dash for the mileage and got the VIN number for the door, and that was it. They went straight to Kelley Blue Book for the offer of 40,000, putting them in second place in between TotalClick and CarMax. Kind of a low offer though, because Kelley Blue Book's trade-in value of my truck, according to the VIN number, is about 45,000. So he goes, "Is that your first stop?" Are we your first stop? And I said, no, I went to CarMax also, and another Ram dealership. And he was like, oh, okay, what did CarMax offer you? And I said, well, does it matter like how much they offer me? Does that like change your offer at all? And he was like, no, but it helps us like determine the market value of your truck. And I'm like, okay, so yeah, in other words, it changes your guys' offer on my truck. But anyways, so I gave him the info from CarMax, and they gave me $1,000 more. Anyways, it really doesn't matter because I actually just sold my truck to a buddy of mine. It's officially getting sold tomorrow morning. He got a cashier's check this afternoon, and we'll do the transfer tomorrow of everything we need to do to get the truck transferred over into his name. But yeah, that right there is pretty much it for my ownership of my 2020 Ram Laramie 1500. I love this truck, dude. It's been an awesome truck. It does need a wash really bad, so I'm here at the car wash to wash it off for him, and I will get an oil change tomorrow and just get everything ready for when I give him the keys to his new truck. Well, that's it, dude. She sold the transaction tomorrow, and on to the next owner. Sold it to my friend for exactly what I owe on it today, which is $39,000. $950. That includes everything. That's every fee associated with buying it out. That is what my friend needs to pay to get the title into his name. Well, not title in his name, he has to pay the sales tax, but that's a whole different portion. To get this truck into his name and out of the leasing company, which is Chrysler Capital, I leased it on the purchase price of $52,854.62. Obviously, I can bounce around to a few more dealerships and, you know, probably get a little bit more, squeeze a couple $1,000s more out of it, but, you know, it's going to a friend. It's not really like I care that much about getting every dollar I can. If I was selling it to a dealership, then obviously I'd probably want to go to 2 or 3 more spots and see if I can get, you know, 44 or 45 or something like that, which I'm sure would eventually happen. Slow mileage and a very nicely optioned truck in very good condition aside from the wrap. It's a little beat up now, but the truck overall is in really good shape with some really nice, you know, additions on it. So it's going to a friend of mine and I am more than happy to sell it to him for what I owe on it, $39,950. So that's it. That's a wrap for the Ram Laramie, dude. As for the next truck, dude, I am super excited to announce that I finally found my next truck. I have everything lined up to purchase my next truck, and if everything goes smooth, that truck will be at my house sometime in the next, hopefully less than 10 days, under 2 weeks for sure. And I don't think you guys have any idea what it's gonna be, because I personally myself had no idea I was buying this truck. It kind of in a way just sort of like fell into my lap. If you guys have any wild guesses, drop that in the comments below. But that right there is all I have for you guys today. As always, hope you guys enjoyed.
I will catch you guys on the next one. Till then, peace out.